Hey guys, Jess Pesola here. This is new to me, so message me if you're not seeing this. But I am so excited to share with you guys today. I have just really learned so much in the past couple months, and some of it's been humbling, some of it's just been incredible, and I have to share what is working. So I actually asked if I could do this call today because I felt like it was urgent. I absolutely love DFG and Lindsay, and anytime something's working for me, I want to share it with you guys because we are a family, and I think it's so important that we all succeed, right? So just if you're just tuning in and you don't know me, I'm just going to do a really super brief introduction. I'm Jess Pesola. I have been in this business for about 19 months, and I am a fast grower in this business. And I want to speak to you guys about that real quick. I know sometimes we look at that and we're like, oh, cool, you know, fast grower, wow. Or sometimes we're like, how the heck did that happen? Or whatever, right? And I just want to let you know that no matter what, last year was just an incredible year for me. I started out in January last year as a diamond coach, and I ended last year as an 11-star diamond coach. And it was obviously just a great year. But remember that there's always a desert. So I just want to say that to you guys. Remember that there's always a desert. And what I mean by that is that sometimes, like for me, I look at other people's marriages, or I look at other people's businesses or their relationships, and I'm like, wow, like they got it going on and they're just doing amazing and it's incredible. But remember that there's always a side that you don't see. And this winter has been very humbling for me. I went through just some deaths in the family. I went through a binge eating disorder where I gained some weight. Now I've lost it. But, you know, as a coach, you know, gaining weight and all of that can be really hard. And then just attack after attack after attack. And, you know, I really decided, you know, I got to figure out what I can learn from all of this. And the biggest thing that I have learned is that, you know, look, diving into my faith, God's got a plan. And I just have to trust. And, you know, he gives and he takes away. And if all of this is gone tomorrow, even though it's grown so fast and it's been such a blessing for my family, and I'm sure you guys get that. And if you're still in the trenches, which I still am in the trenches, but as you're going through the trenches, you know, sometimes it's hard to remember that. But, you know, if you remember that he gives and he takes away, if all of this were gone tomorrow, I would survive. If Beachbody was gone tomorrow, if, you know, my relationships, if everything was gone tomorrow, I would still be faithful to God. And I think it's so good to remember that this doesn't define you. Don't let this define you. I just want to say that as I intro today because it's something that's been on my heart to not let this control you. I think that there's been times in the past year and a half that I've made this an idol, and that's not okay, and it's not healthy. You need to have a good balance. So that's just my little tidbit of what I'm learning. You know, Jeremiah 29:11 is always on my heart. You know, it basically is a verse that says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans for a hope and a future." And I just always remember that because sometimes we don't understand what we're going through, but we know that he's in control. So if you don't believe that, no big deal. But if you do, I hope that's encouraging for you today. And now I'm ready to dive in to Free Group Biz. Okay, so with that said, I basically decided to do something that is kind of crazy in a sense during the busiest season of the year, to do a 21-day free challenge. I mean, like, who does that, right? Like, you know, we always hear about 5-day clean eating groups and 7 days, but like a 21-day free group. And I know that that can be kind of crazy thinking. And I had some weird circumstances, and I just decided that I needed to pour into people and add value to people this past month. And it has renewed so much in my heart and in my spirit. It has just renewed this sense of what this business is about. But even beyond that, it has helped me build incredible relationships. So I decided to do this 21-day free group, and I actually had like 200 people in that group, and I cut it off, and then I actually did a 14-day free group that I opened up with that ended up having 200 people in it as well. And guys, about 30 overall were actual coaches. The rest were cold leads. So I'm going to explain to you how I got all of those leads, and they're from my like page. I cannot tell you guys enough how important it is to expand your market. If you are not doing that, you are literally just kind of going to get to a point where you've exhausted your warm market. So you have to expand. And it's such a great way too to like take so much pressure off yourself of constantly trying to go back to that warm market and rekindle these relationships. You got to do it. That's important. I still do that. I always do that. But it's so good to have these people that actually start to come to you. Like, what is that? You know? And so having people come to me has been a huge blessing, but I've also learned a lot. And that's exactly why I did such a long free group. So I'm going to explain that. I'm also going to let you guys know that something I've learned recently too is laugh at yourself. I don't know if you guys have seen some of my silly videos of bloopers and different stuff, but laugh at yourselves. Be humble, be relatable, be the coach that people look at and go, I could do that. Like whatever she's doing, I could do that. Why not? You know, sometimes I go to coaches' pages because they'll friend me or something, and I'll go to their page and, you know, I'll see comments like, I work out because you look so good, never gets old, or just different stuff like that, or, you know, just different comments. And that's great, but some people don't look good and they need help, you know, and it's so far beyond looking good, and you guys know that. But sometimes it's just being relatable and realizing that you still are on your journey. Or even if you're not still on your journey, I mean, we all are, but you don't have weight to lose, just being relatable. And it's funny because I spend hours and hours on these professional looking posts, and then the ones that I throw up there that I literally spent 2 minutes on are the ones that get all this attention and are relatable and people connect with. And that's what it's all about, is just finding your niche and connecting with people. And so yeah, so definitely just be relatable in who you are as you get to build these relationships. So I'm going to go ahead and screen share real quick. I'm going to show you my like page, and then I'm going to show you some examples of, and it's going to be on the wrong page when I pull it up. Shoot. Okay. I can fix that. Okay, so I'm going to show you some examples with my like page, and why it is so important to expand your market, and why doing this helped me kind of get into free groups. So, and I'm used to Zoom, so I apologize, you guys, if this is a little choppy today, just trying to figure it all out. But basically, okay, so it's not going to let me, oh, here we go, present to everyone. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. If you can't, somebody message me so that I know. But I wanted to show you this, and this is so important. The reason why I'm showing you this is not to be like, wow, look at how many likes I have, because it could probably come off that way, and that's not why. The reason I'm showing you this is because there's 18,000 likes on my page right now, and only 1,186 of them are actually my friends from my personal page. Okay, so the reason why I'm showing you this is because look at this cold market. And again, this all relates to the free groups. I'm going to get into it. But look at this cold market. That is a huge amount of people that I get to reach now. I can make ads and send them directly to my fans, which these are considered fans. And guys, I'm going to be honest with you. At the beginning of January, I was at 1,500. So not 15,000, 1,500 likes. So from January to the end of March, I have grown so much, like, you know, pretty much 16,500 people I have reached, okay? And a ton of this grew while I was promoting my free groups. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna show you on a different screen. Here we go. Let's see. Sorry, you guys. Bear with me. Gonna do this again. Okay. There we go. Think that will work now. But I've got some slides I want to show you specifically. Okay, that's not working. Boo. Okay, I'm gonna pull something else up. Okay, so here is a slide. Hopefully I can share this maybe. Yep, okay, perfect. So this is a slide. Great, we figured it out. This is a slide that I used and did this ad. And again, I'm not like super proud of this. Like, I don't think that this is like, whoa, what a great post or what a great picture. But basically, I was reaching out to my cold market by just being like, you know, if there's a way you want to earn money, take vacations, would you be interested? I'm looking for moms, that kind of thing. This post has like 600 likes and like 300 comments. It is going crazy with all these people that were like, yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested. I'm interested. But at the end of the day, I wasn't able to fully connect with them. Like, they'd be interested and I would message them. And, you know, I've learned 2 applications work really, really well, but I would message them and I'd be like, yeah, join my team. And then it would be like, okay, buy a challenge pack. And obviously it was a lot better than that. But basically it was really hard for me to get people to invest in the relationship with me as their coach before they really knew me. And that is the hard part about cold leads. It can happen and there are people looking for those job opportunities, but I needed to have some kind of bridge that would bridge those relationships. And so I would get like 300 comments and I'd be like, yay, I'm gonna have so many new coaches. And then none, you know? So I had to figure out a system. And so what really, really helped me was being able to kind of, you know, just do this 21-day free group and reach out and just show my heart. And so basically what I did is I created a post where I wanted to basically share with them, like, I want to spend the next month just pouring into others, helping them with their health and fitness free of charge. I truly yearn to help others in any way I can, and this month is going to be all about giving back and doing what I can to help you reach your goals in time for spring break and summer. I'll be hosting a 21-day free group where I'll provide tools, recipes, and help you learn how to eat clean and not overthink it. I'll also be providing different workout challenges, which I'll show you guys. I did my own workouts that'll help you tone and lean out and get ready for short season, because I don't know about you guys, but that's a big deal to me, right? Everyone should feel great going into summer and make their health a priority. Let's do it, right? So this got a lot of comments and that kind of thing. It was a good post, but I didn't even use this as an ad because I couldn't. There was too much writing. So the other one that I actually ended up using as an ad is where I basically sent out an ad. And if you guys have not done Jesse Reagan's like page training, it is so worth the money. I'm just going to tell you that. And he is the reason why I went from 1,500 likes on my page to 18,000 in a month and a half. So do it. I know he's going to have another one on April 5th where you're going to be able to check it out. So do that. So I did a different one that I actually was able to send an ad out to all my friends with just a little less wording on the image, and to my fans, yeah. And that is where I got so many people that were interested. And so basically from there, I was able to really, really connect and get people into this group. And so I was under the impression, you guys, that I would be able to share with you a little bit more screen sharing wise. I'd be able to play videos and that kind of thing. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but I am going to show you what I can of the group. And I will definitely describe everything I can. I do have some great inviting examples that I will be able to share with you. But basically, I decided to go with like a beach type theme. For this group, I actually did a 21-day clean eating and workout group, and I also did a 14-day because I got too big. But I ran this group, you guys. I poured, oops, you can't see it. There you go. So I poured my heart and everything into this group. I ran this group as if they were all more than paying customers. And that is where I started to build relationships. So I did a couple things too. When I would see somebody that had great coach-like potential,